Most seniors prepare completely wrong for long-haul flights, and they do not realize it until hour 8 when their knees hurt, their feet are swollen, and they still have 6 hours left. Welcome back to Jet Lag Genius. I'm so glad you found this video because today we are going deep on something that genuinely matters. We're talking about 15 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy class as a senior traveler. Whether you're heading to Europe for a dream vacation, flying across the Pacific to see family, or embarking on a bucket list adventure, this video is going to change how you approach air travel. And yes, we're counting up to 15, so stick around because some of the best tips are near the end. Let's start at the very beginning before you even leave your house. Tip number 1. Choose your seat strategically. This is one of the most powerful things you can do as a senior traveler, and most people completely ignore it. On a long flight, your seat assignment can make the difference between arriving refreshed and arriving completely wrecked. Aisle seats are generally your best friend when you're older. Why? Because you need to get up and move around more frequently than younger travelers. You don't want to be climbing over 2 sleeping strangers every time your legs need a stretch or your bladder calls. Aim for an aisle seat toward the front of economy class. That means less walking to the bathroom and a quicker exit when you land. Avoid the back rows near the galleys or lavatories because there's more noise, more foot traffic, and those seats often don't recline. Use a seat comparison website before you book to see exactly what you're getting. Tip number 2. Book direct flights whenever your budget allows. Every connection is an opportunity for something to go wrong. It's another security line, another sprint through an unfamiliar terminal, and more accumulated exhaustion before you even reach your destination. For senior travelers especially, the physical and mental drain of a layover can be significant. Paying a bit more for a non-stop flight is often worth every single penny. Tip number 3. Talk to your doctor before you fly. This isn't just a formality. Long-haul flights can affect your blood pressure, your circulation, your medication schedules, and your oxygen levels, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Your doctor can give you personalized advice, adjust your medication timing for time zone changes, and potentially prescribe compression stockings or blood thinners if necessary. Do this at least 2 weeks before your departure date, so there's time to act on any recommendations. Tip number 4. Wear compression socks. Speaking of compression, this is genuinely one of the most important physical health tips in this entire video. Deep vein thrombosis, which is a blood clot that forms in your legs, is a real risk on long flights, and that risk increases with age. Compression socks help keep blood circulating properly through your lower legs and feet. You can find graduated compression socks at pharmacies and online, and they don't have to look medical. Many brands now make them in attractive colors and patterns. Put them on before you board, not after you've already been sitting for 3 hours. Tip number 5. Dress in comfortable, layered clothing. Airplane cabins fluctuate wildly in temperature. 1 hour it feels like a sauna, and 2 hours later, you're shivering. Layers give you control over your own comfort without relying on the airline to provide enough blankets. Wear loose, breathable fabrics that don't restrict circulation. Avoid tight waistbands, stiff jeans, or anything with a lot of hardware that could become uncomfortable after hour 4. Slip-on shoes are a fantastic idea because your feet will likely swell during the flight. Tip number 6. Hydrate aggressively and start before you board. The humidity inside an airplane cabin is extremely low, sometimes as low as 10 to 20%. That's drier than most deserts. This causes dehydration faster than you might expect, and dehydration in seniors can lead to confusion, fatigue, headaches, and even urinary tract infections. Start drinking extra water the day before your flight. Bring an empty water bottle through security and fill it up at the gate. On the plane, ask the flight attendants for water regularly. Skip excessive alcohol and caffeine because both will dehydrate you further. Your skin, your brain, and your joints will all thank you. Tip number 7. Pack a senior smart carry-on kit. Your carry-on should be a survival toolkit. Start with all your medications in their original labeled containers, plus extras in case of delays. Add a neck pillow, an eye mask, and earplugs or noise-canceling headphones. Include a small bag with moisturizer, lip balm, and saline nasal spray to combat that dry cabin air. Pack a light snack or two because airline food timing doesn't always align with your usual eating schedule, and blood sugar management becomes more important as we age. Include a printed copy of your medical information and emergency contacts just in case. Tip number 8. Move your body every single hour. Sitting completely still for 10 or 12 hours is genuinely dangerous at any age, but particularly for seniors. Set a quiet alarm on your watch or phone to remind yourself to stand up and walk to the back of the plane at least once an hour. While you're seated, do ankle circles, calf raises, knee lifts, and shoulder rolls. These small movements dramatically improve your circulation and reduce the risk of stiffness, clots, and the general misery of arriving feeling like you've been encased in concrete. Flight attendants see this all the time and they fully support it. You will not be bothering anyone. Tip number 9. Master the art of sleeping on the plane. Sleep is your greatest ally on a long flight, especially when crossing multiple time zones. A good neck pillow that supports your head without pushing it forward is essential. An eye mask blocks out the constant cabin lighting. Earplugs or noise-canceling headphones reduce the engine roar and baby crying that can prevent real rest. Some travelers find melatonin helpful for initiating sleep on the plane, but talk to your doctor first since it can interact with certain medications. Try to time your sleep to match the nighttime at your destination to ease the jet lag transition. Tip number 10. Manage your meals and snacks thoughtfully. Airline food is notoriously high in sodium, which promotes water retention and bloating. Many airlines allow you to pre-order special meals with lower sodium or diabetic-friendly options if you call in advance. Either way, eat lighter than you normally would. Heavy meals at altitude make you feel sluggish and can worsen any digestive sensitivity. If you have specific dietary needs, pack appropriate snacks like nuts, dried fruit, whole grain crackers, or protein bars to keep your energy stable throughout the flight. Tip number 11. Protect your ears and sinuses. Pressure changes during takeoff and landing can be genuinely painful, especially if you have any congestion or eustachian tube issues, which become more common with age. Swallowing, yawning, and chewing gum helps equalize pressure. If you're prone to sinus problems, a saline nasal spray before descent can make a real difference. Pressure-regulating earplugs designed specifically for flying are available at pharmacies and work remarkably well for many travelers. Tip number 12. Request assistance from the airline ahead of time. Airlines offer far more support services than most people realize. You can request wheelchair assistance between gates, priority boarding to get settled without the rush, and special meals as mentioned earlier. You can also request a seatbelt extender if needed, and many airports have dedicated senior assistance programs. There is absolutely no shame in using these services. They exist for exactly this purpose, and they can transform a stressful experience into a manageable one. Tip number 13. Guard your mental energy carefully. Long flights are mentally exhausting too. Download movies, audiobooks, podcasts, or shows before you board so you have entertainment options that don't depend on the airline system. Bring a crossword puzzle or a book you've been meaning to read. Having something engaging to look forward to during the flight helps the hours pass and keeps anxiety at bay. Tip number 14. Plan your arrival recovery before you leave home. Don't schedule anything demanding for your first day at the destination. Give yourself a recovery day to hydrate, rest, eat well, and gently acclimate. This is not being lazy. This is being smart. Senior travelers who plan recovery time arrive ready to actually enjoy their trip instead of spending the first 2 days exhausted. Tip number 15. Adopt a positive mindset and celebrate the journey. Here's the honest truth. Long flights are uncomfortable. Nobody loves them. But you are getting on that plane because something incredible is waiting for you on the other side. Reframe the discomfort as part of the adventure. If this video helped you, please give it a like, drop a comment below telling me where you're headed next, and subscribe so you never miss a travel tip. Safe travels.